Alright, Technivorous here, back once again. We're finally going to get to that raycasting, guys, so if you're ready, we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, so I'm in my main scene here, and what I want to do is clean some of this mess up. I'm going to create an empty, rename it, targets, and I'm going to grab all this bull, make it all children of that way I can close it. Like I said, a big part of this is staying organized, and I want to take this out of my scene hierarchy so it's not in my way here. I need to unparent it from that. I'm still not in there. Get in there. Okay, a couple more. Close that. Good. Now that that's out of the way, I need to go to my game mode here, and if it's not already, this little gizmos button, make sure that it is on. You can tell that it's on because it gets lighter than the rest and looks a little bit depressed like a button. Okay, we're gonna need that for what we're doing here. The next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go back into my scene, double click my rigid body first person controller, and actually, yeah, let's go with the controller. What I want to do here is I want to add another empty object. No, excuse me. We're going to add a cube, and we're going to make it a child of the camera. Okay. So we want it to occupy the same space as the camera for the moment. We're going to adjust that in a second. What we need to do is take this down to about 0.1. Alright, so I'm going to size this all down to 0.1. Get a little closer there. The other thing I'm going to do is, for a moment, I'm going to shift my view. So I'm going to go to 2x3 because then I can see what the camera sees. This is kind of a pain. It switches everything to the other side. Don't worry about that. I'm going to double click on my first person controller again, and then I'm going to grab the cube, which is a child of that. I need to see, I think it's oriented this way, so let's see here. There it is. Okay, so this is going to be my gun. Okay. I wanted to move with the controller, so it's obviously a sub-child of controller, but it's actually a child of main camera because I want it to point with the camera. Okay, and I'll show you. We'll replace this model in another video, but I need this just so we don't have to do it later. See, it's always pointed right at where the camera's pointing, which means it's pointed right at my laser, which we're going to turn on now. Let's do that. Let's see, I need to rename this gun. Okay, I'm also going to switch back to default layout. No, yeah, that's right, to the default layout. Go back to my gun again, and I want to go into my scripts folder. I'm going to create a script called gun, and then I need to open that right away. This is where the fun begins here. Some of this code is going to look a little bit more complicated to you than the regular variables that we've used. A lot of it is specific to Unity and their raycasting engine, their 3D collision detection and things of that nature. So you need to go into here, and the first thing I'm going to do is just grab this if-else statement here and just copy and paste. Whoops, didn't copy that. Let's see. Control C. Control V. Alright, and then I'm not going to use this pop-up where we need to reload. I'm going to get rid of the else. And actually, we're going to have to sew this up a little tighter. So, my injure is public, and it's on the player. Let's see what I have it set to for the player tag. Rigid body first person controller. Come on. I'm going to change the name. The inspector. Alright. There is already a player tag built into Unity, so you can grab that, throw it on there, and come back to your code. We're going to say game object player. No. We're going to say player. Okay. And down here in start, we're going to say player equals game objects dot find by tag. And we're going to use that player tag we just attached. And then once again, we got to get the component. The component we're looking for is our player script, which is attached to it. So, now our player variable has access directly to that script, so we can say player.bullets left. Okay. We don't actually need to, if we leave this minus here, it's going to subtract from twice here and in the other script, so we need to get rid of that too. The next thing we want to do is we want to go to the top of our update here, and we want to add a couple variables for the raycast itself. Those are going to be raycasthit. And then float distance, and then we will do a vector 3 for our forward variable. I'm going to put in a distance here. I'm going to use 15. You can use infinity if you want it to go on forever, but after a certain distance, gravity's going to take effect, the bullet's going to stray, you're not going to hit your target anyway. We'll adjust for that in a little bit. So now this line that I'm putting in here is a little bit of magic. This is why we turned on that that gizmo selection in the actual game view here. I'm going to use my forward variable, and we're going to say color green. Okay. So what we're doing here is declaring all the variables we're going to use. You can see 2 of them are unused already. The next thing we're going to do is going to be inside here if the trigger is pulled, if we have bullets. Okay, so this is drawing our ray no matter what, so we can see our laser pointer. This is going to only do this when we pull the trigger if there's bullets loaded. Okay, so this is where we're going to actually do the raycast itself. Okay. And we're getting the distance of the object that was hit, and we're going to print and then we're going to add one more condition in here that says if hit dot collider.tag equals equals. That means it's exactly equal to target. We're going to print target hit. Alright, so this should be all we need. Take a good look, guys. Looks like we have everything all wrapped up, so I'm going to hit File, Save All. I'm going to roll on back into Unity. And I should have a laser pointer pointing from my gun to the forward directions, basically the same way as the camera. It should be a laser at all times. Where's my laser? Oh, see, look. My gizmos got turned off. And my laser's going the wrong direction. I'm going to have to fix that. So, give me just a second here. It has to do with the transform of the gun itself. Let's hop back into the code real quick and let's do this. We're gonna grab the camera here, which is tag main camera. Excellent. So transform direction, vector 3. Okay, we want it to be at the position of the gun, so I'm going to leave that, but we want it to go forward from the position, the transform of the camera. So I need to make sure that that is capitalized. Back into my game. And obviously there's going to be a problem if I don't put the gun script on. I put it on something else. No, just on this. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got our laser. It's on all the time. Okay. As you can see, I'm not firing. We'll fire in a second. Let's see. Let's shoot the drone. Okay. If you look down in the bottom corner of the screen here, 17.7070. That's the distance to it hit terrain. It hit the ground. And then again, I clicked it. See what happens when I run out of bullets. See, it's not changing. And then if I go ahead and reload, and there we go, it says target. I hit target number 27, target 13, target 11. Okay, the raycast is hitting. It's doing what we want it to. It's not actually doing any impact or damage to the target yet. We'll get into that in the next video, and then we'll fix our little ugly little block gun model here. So thanks for sticking with it, guys. I look forward to making the rest of the series and hearing your ideas about what to do down the road. So drop me a line in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.